But I think the biggest thing here for me is our challenge may be a lot harder than what I thought. Because while that stuff was really neat and cool, it's kinda expensive. Like I said, though, I think it's gonna be harder than we realize to get something under $20. I'm wondering if we're too cheap. Today, we're in Wears Valley, Tennessee, which is about 15 minutes from Pigeon Forge. We're on a quick mini vacation, and even though we live in the Appalachian Mountains in southeastern Kentucky, we still love coming down to Pigeon Forge for these mini vacations. We booked the hotel here for a couple nights, and we thought it'd be fun today to show you a little bit of Wears Valley, but specifically what we'd like to show you is some of the general stores that they have. And I thought it might be fun to have a little challenge with my wife Elizabeth. And if we each take $20 and let's find out which of us can have or find the maybe most unique or coolest item for under $20 here in Wears Valley, because they have a lot of like little general stores and little shops and antique shops that you can check out when you're here. And at the end of the video, what I want you all to do is to vote on it by letting us know in the comments which of us has the most unique or coolest item. And then while we're doing the video too, we'll be filming a lot of the little stores that we're going into. If we pass up on something, maybe let us know in the comments if it's something that you would have bought if it was you. Let us know that in the comments too. But first things first, we are actually at it's Sloppy Hogs Burger Joint, which is just off the road here in Wears Valley. We're gonna go and give this one a try. We've never been here before. Once we get done, we'll let you know what we thought. Okay, so we're out of the, I keep forgetting the name of it, but it's Sloppy Hogs Burger Joint. And it was really good. As you saw, I got the bologna burger, and that bologna was that thick, and it was cooked great. I loved that. I thought it was good. And what'd you get?
I got the pepperoni pizza. It was really, really good.
It was thin sliced, I saw, right?
It was
Or
thin crust.
what I'm talking about, slim sliced.
It was thin crust, yeah. But it was really good. It had a good amount of cheese, and the pepperonis were really good and crispy.
Yeah, it looked really good. I didn't try any of yours, but we got some of it
We had
left.
leftover.
Yeah, left over, so we'll try later. But I really liked it. The prices for this place is kind of like what you would expect at Pigeon Forge. For two of us, it was $37 without the tip. So I didn't think that was too bad for a pizza and that huge thing of bologna on that bologna sandwich. I love bologna sandwiches. And I can tell you, I've eaten bologna sandwiches here in Pigeon Forge at several places, and so far, I think I would have to give the edge to this place on the quality of their bologna sandwiches. I liked it that good. I'm not knocking the other places; they got good ones too, but just in recent memory, this one's pretty good.
Yep.
All right, so let's go ahead and see if we can go into some of these general stores. And like I said, what we're going to do, I think we need to talk about the rules here. So we each get $20, and we're going to try to find one item that is $20 or under.
Yep.
And it's just going to be unique items. And we're going to let everyone comment on which they think is the best item, most unique item.
Now we're just going to hit the ones that's actually called general stores.
Yeah, we'll probably just grab the ones maybe that are general store. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just see these antique stores and general stores. Now, what I'm wondering about, do you think we'll actually be able to find many things under $20? Because these places can get a little expensive.
I guess we'll find out.
Yep. Okay. Let's find out. First up is Harper Bros General Store, right off the road here in Wears Valley. They had a lot of really interesting and unique items. A lot of things you would probably expect at this type of store, like these little chicken butter dishes and little animal themed items, which were really cute. This one actually had a veterans owned goat milk lotion, which I thought was really neat too. Lots of really good and unique, interesting stuff. Here is a cast iron skillet. It's a little over our price range for our budget of $20. This was $90, so we wouldn't be getting that for this challenge. They also had a lot of clothing items, a lot of hats, a lot of merchandise, which you'll see a lot of shops like this. And a lot of these things, these are either you would have things of flour mixes, honey, different oils, jams, towels, and this one had lots of cookbooks, which I love cookbooks. Elizabeth and I have a lot in our kitchen that we go back and use. We love trying new recipes out of all these cookbooks. And here's something interesting. It's a Righteous Felon beef jerky. I've never heard of this brand until now, and I like that they have one called Darth Garlic, which of course is a play on Darth Vader for Star Wars, but that really pulled me in. They know how to grab a nerd's attention like myself. They also have this Bourbon Franklin, and I like bourbon flavored items like this, so spoiler alert, I went ahead and bought that. But even though Elizabeth is going to tell you it counts in my challenge, I'm making an executive decision to have that exempted from the challenge. So it won't count. And it was really good. I tried it right after this video, and it tasted really good. I would buy it again. Like I said, lots of unique jams. Here is a crochet pot holder. My mother-in-law would probably get upset at me if I bought this one, because she makes the best handmade crochet pot holders. And then here's some barbecue sauce and some sorghum from Muddy Pond, which you can find them on YouTube. Go check them out. I really enjoy watching their videos on how they make this stuff. It's really interesting. And over in the corner, you'll see that they actually had, looks like two bears, one standing holding a few items, one on top looking down at you. And they had their own branded stuff, Harper Bros Mountain, Tennessee. The mountains are calling, and I must go. Great Smoky Mountains, love these shirts, love these hats. Yeah, pretty good stuff here. All interesting, but really nothing yet that I see that I want to try for my item. And if you notice, a lot of things are just slightly over that $20 mark. Now let me know in the comments. I have no idea even what this is. What is this used for? And these keychains are pretty neat and in budget, but I'm not for sure if I want to grab it now or wait to see if I can find something in a different shop. Here's that bear I was talking about. And they also have a children's section that's filled with children's clothing and unique items. I thought this was kind of cool. It says that chest is over 300 years old. They have it using it for display some of their children's items. Really cool. Our granddaughter would probably enjoy coming in here and picking out all these plushed animals. And it's got something that Dolly says. Dolly says, start each day with a grateful heart. Good advice from Dolly. Fabric notebooks for $12. That would fit into our challenge. And they had these little notes and these little different types of decorations. Oh, and I love these. These are probably made on like a CNC machine. They're live edge. They have like a song um, sheet music for songs carved into them, like Amazing Grace and a bunch of others. I thought those are really interesting. The smaller ones would be within budget. And they even had a little cafe and coffee shop in here as well. Oh, and look, Elizabeth found this Depression era recipe cookbook, which we almost bought because we love things just like that. And what's a general store in the Smoky Mountains without fudge? So of course they have fudge here. So I thought that was a pretty good little store. Harper Bros General Merchandise. Now it says bros. Do we normally say brothers? I do. I would say Harper Brothers. Or do you say bros?
Well, like if you're going to Dutch Bros, it's Bros. So I don't know.
Well, I've heard a lot of people, Mario, the Mario Brothers. I've heard a lot of people call it the Mario Bros.
And I say brothers.
I say brothers right too. I don't know. But I think the biggest thing here for me is our challenge may be a lot harder than what I thought. Because while that stuff was really neat and cool, it's kind of expensive as you would think it would be in more of like a tourist place too. There were some cool things that
there was some stuff that was
under $20 that we could do, but nothing that really.
I really liked their packaging.
Yeah, now this does not count as we got. Show them what we got.
We didn't get anything.
I
got.
I got this. So beef jerky. I love beef jerky. I like trying new flavors of beef jerky, and I never saw this one before. I saw that flavor, of course, but not that brand. So I grabbed it, and I think it was $8, but it does not count toward this was like a side mission. That does not count.
I think you're kind of cheating.
No, that doesn't count. So now, like I said, though, I think it's going to be harder than we realize to get something under $20. I'm wondering if we're too cheap. But I think that's part of the challenge.
They had stuff that was under 20
that
we could have got, but I didn't want to get something on the first stop.
Me either. I was like, if I got it on the first try, then I don't know, it would be as fun to go through the rest of them or not. I don't know. So you all have to let us know down in the comments. Do you think it's possible? Are we gonna get something kind of cool for under $20? Each of us. I'm starting to wonder myself.
I think you already got your item.
No, that don't count. Beef jerky is excluded.
Okay.
All right, so let's go to the next one. Next up is Mountain Brothers General Store. This is also just off the road here in Wares Valley. Right at the start, I could buy $20 worth of little rubber duckies. That would work for my challenge. Elizabeth found some unique flavored coffee, and they actually had free coffee for people who are coming in and walking around the shop. So that was nice. Lots of coffee beans that you were able to purchase and grind yourself. I thought that was interesting and a really good idea. And like the other shop, there are lots of jams and pickled things like pickled eggs. Lots of different and unique things to choose from here, just like that. Jalapeno pickled eggs. That sounds pretty good. And more of these bag mixes. These are always fun and interesting too. Pancakes and waffle mixes, cornbread mixes, cake mixes, coffee cake mixes. They had lots to choose from. And of course they had merchandise. These were printed on comfort color shirts. This was some of Elizabeth and I's favorite types of shirts too when we make our own shirts. I love these bowls too, but they're just over my budget of $20. Oh, this biscuit cutter is very interesting, but it's $24.99. It won't count in our challenge today. More of those carved bowls, which I really love. And then they had a section for faith-based books and merchandise, which is always nice to see. More decor, just like this one. It is well with my soul. I thought that was really pretty. And if you notice, I really like these carved bowls. I'm going to have to end up buying some just for my office. Elizabeth has found some pottery. And over here looks like just some dishware, decorative dishware. I just wanted to say hello here. A little pig themed and farm themed merchandise. All really interesting. But if you notice, a lot of things are just over our challenge budget. That was $23. As a reminder, our challenge budget is $20. Here's something that is within our budget. It's these locally made by an artisan candles with some really cool sounding names like Where's Valley Raindrops, Firefly. Here's one called Skipping Rocks. Oh, and I really like these whatnots. Do you all call those whatnots too? In the Appalachian mountain growing up, my mom would always call things that you sit on your desk or your coffee table, she would just call those whatnots. And I would remember saying, oh, I've got way too many whatnots. I don't need that. When we would go out and she would find something like this that she was interested in. So let me know down in the comments, do you all call those items whatnots like we did here in the mountains? I really love all these little bear items, and some of them were within budget. Some of them were $14, $15, $19. This one's really cool. It's holding a cardinal. All right, so we came out of 2 of the general store so far, and I really didn't find anything. There was a couple things in there. I really like those bears that we looked at. But again, it kind of makes me think that with this area, I don't know if $20. I don't know. It might be, we should have went 25. We could have got that
The little coaster set was
the
cool.
little coaster set, and there was a dough cutter that you saw.
A little biscuit cutter. It was by a local artisan, and it was wood. And I thought it was really neat. It was $24.99.
So I just wanted to also say, I mean, we love this area too. Now, and I'm saying that things are kind of expensive, but they're no more expensive than any other tourist place that you would see. And a lot of this stuff too, that you'll find that's wooden and stuff like that. It's handmade, so of course it's going to be a little more expensive because our artist deserves a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't care to pay up to support more local or small artisans, crafters, and stuff.
Yeah. And so Wares Valley, like it's not a really large area. There's just a couple different shops like that and a lot of different little places to eat. I was still thinking about that sloppy hog bologna sandwich. It was really good. All right, so we're going to try to stop in 1 or 2 more places, I think. And first, I know you're wanting some coffee, so we drove back around. We're right next to where Sloppy Hog is. I'm not sure what the name of this coffee shop is.
Just Wares Valley.
Wares Valley Coffee Shop. Maybe that's what it is, but we're going to go in and check it out. We finally figured out the name of it is Wares Valley Coffee and Goods. And it says it's the friendliest coffee shop in the Smokies, and I think I would have to agree.
Yes, it was super nice.
Yeah, the gentleman who made our coffee for us was extremely nice, and I got a strawberry acai and half lemonade refresher. What'd you get?
I got a iced white mocha latte.
Really good too. I love strawberry acai. I get the ones at Starbucks a lot, but we actually start making them at home quite a bit too. And they're really good. She loves iced coffee. So if you're in Wares Valley, make sure you stop by the Wares Valley Coffee Shop. It is right by Sloppy Hog Burger Joint, where I had that awesome bologna sandwich that I keep thinking about. But make sure you check that out.
Yeah. Yeah, and we like to try to find locally owned places
Yeah.
when we're traveling because we like to support smaller businesses.
Yep. So I think we have maybe a couple more stops for on our challenge to try to get something kind of cool and neat for under $20, so you all can see who can pick up the coolest or neatest item. I think we may have to stop at like one of these antique shops too.
Yeah, because some of the general stores, they're really nice, but like they have just branded stuff, which is good. I mean, I like they like what was the first one we stopped at? Harper Bros.
Harper Bros.
Or Brothers. Like they had mud pie, and then they had those cast iron skillet, which it must be a brand.
Yeah, their cast iron skillets in there were like the one small one was $90. So it must be a really good brand. I mean, that's one reason I really like Lodge is because I mean it's affordable and
they're really good quality.
They are good quality in our opinion. We love Lodge cast iron skillets. All right, so let's see. I don't know. Y'all let us know in the comments what you think. So far, what you've seen. Have we already passed up something we should have grabbed for $20? Do you think we can get something under $20 that is kind of cool and kind of neat here in Wears Valley? Let us know down in the comments and we'll drive to the next stop. Next up is the Wears Valley General Store. And this is a really interesting place, especially from the outside. I thought that it looked really neat and cool. They had a lot of these birdhouses that are really rustic looking. Some that look like old church houses. And then inside they had a lot of these really neat looking older vintage type decor. Now I'm not for sure if they're really vintage decor or these are reproductions, but either way they look pretty cool. These are pretty popular right now, like this little nesting hen that Elizabeth has got her eye on. That was only I think $15 or so. They had some old tools, lots of old cans, lots of vintage looking items. I really love looking through places just like this one. And here's some water spigots. Hey, and that's another word too. Let me know down in the comments. Do you all call those water spigots like we do here in the Appalachian Mountains? I know some folks may not call it that. Have some, it looks like these are some hand carved signs. Look at those cool looking tools. Them older tools that's hanging on the wall in the back. These are actually pot holders. You take those off the stem and lay your pots on them to keep your countertops from getting burned. We actually have a set of these at home and they work really well. You all have to let me know too if you all have tried those yet. If not, you should. They're worth it. They're really cool. Look at these tin men that are hanging up. I thought that was super interesting. And then some geodes, which are beautiful to look at. Some more up here on top. And then we got some more woodwork and stuff. Looks like some Christmas trees and some angels back there I saw. And these are actually pretty affordable. 1 for $15, 3 for $40. Pretty good deal on these. And then there's some more signs, as you can see. Looks like they're handmade wooden signs that's been engraved. And then we got some more dishes and more whatnots and different little items. Thought that was kind of neat. And then look at these hand carved items. This was really interesting, and here's a little note about the artist. Very cool. I like looking at these. I thought it was really neat. Oh, and I love these old lamps. Look at how cool they look. These top lamps would look good in my home office. So we just stopped at another thrift store. We thought it was a thrift store, but it's actually like a vendor's mall because it was at different booths where different vendors had it, and a little bit of a bummer, they wouldn't let us film in there, which is totally fine. That's up to the store owner. They had a lot of good stuff, but nothing that I found that I wanted for my item. She actually already picked up an item already, and we'll show it to you when we get back to our hotel. And then we'll let you, hopefully I can find something in here. This is another one of these souvenir shops. What I'm hoping to find is something for my desk. If you guys don't know, and you're just tuning in, I recently built a new computer desk, office desk. I made it out of butcher block, and Elizabeth and I sanded it and finished it ourselves. And I'm wanting to turn my home office into a little bit more of Appalachian rustic feel, and that was kind of phase one. So what I like to find now is maybe it's something I can put on a shelf or something like that.
Oh, yeah, be good.
Like we said though, this is a lot harder than I anticipated. There's lots of good stuff. A lot of things are slightly over $20, $25.
Mine came in under budget, though.
She came in under budget.
Barely, but
so I'm interested to see what I can find in this shop here. So let's go see if I can find my item. Okay, we're actually back home in our home office. Now, I know we said we were going to show you our items once we got back to our hotel room, but we kind of got busy. We went to Dollywood, we went out to eat. So we decided just to wait until we get home to show you these items. Now, one of the surprising things for me was it was a lot harder to stay on in that $20 budget than what I thought.
yeah, there was stuff under 20, but just nothing that I don't know, that I really wanted.
I really like that cookie, not the cookie dough, but the biscuit dough maker, the cutter where you cut biscuits.
Yeah.
I really like that. And then I also like the wooden carved bowls. They were like $21. The biscuit cutter was like $25. So,
yeah.
But another thing that kind of, I guess it doesn't really surprise me, but we caught it like a couple times, is some of the local shops didn't want you to film inside, which is totally fine. It was just the one antique shop had a lot of good stuff in there. It was more like a vendor's antique mall, where I guess you have different vendors who own each individual booth instead of the entire thing being owned by one person.
Yeah, and then they had a lot of vintage stuff, antique stuff.
Yep. And then that final place where I actually got my item, I didn't film much inside because it was really small in there. And there were people shopping, so I didn't want to get them on camera. But I did find something in there. So let's go ahead and show what Elizabeth got, and then I'll show what I got. And then we'll let you all decide down in the comments who got the better item for under $20.
Okay, so I found this cool little nesting hen, and it was $15.95. But I just thought it was so cute. I thought it would be good to, like, if you're washing dishes or something, you could put your ring in it.
Well, these are really popular right now too, but the biggest thing for you is our daughter is, and her fiance are working on, getting things ready for when they get married for their new home. And her kitchen is going to be in this color.
Yep.
And so, and she loves this style of stuff, this vintage style. So she got it, I think, pretty much for her. That way she can use in her kitchen. I think you're right though. It would be good for like putting your ring in there while you're doing dishes or something like that.
And I don't know how old it is. I don't know if it's like a replica or if it's actually older, but I liked it. And it was glass, because a lot of them that you see now has been like 3D printed or they're plastic. And I just like that it's actually glass.
Now they had the larger ones, but now how much are they? They're outside our $20 budget.
Yeah,
for this challenge.
But I thought this was a fair price, $15.95.
Yeah,
so.
I liked it. Okay, so let us know down in the comments what you think about Elizabeth's find. All right, so I got the go-to for a souvenir shop, a coffee mug, and I really like this one because it has a copper plate on it, and it says the Great Smoky Mountains with a little bear on it, but it's also, you can see it's handmade. And it's got this really cool design. So I really liked it.
I was trying to see.
Oh, yeah, it's from American Wear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I like it though. So.
And you mainly wanted something too, like to start setting on your shelves and desks.
Yeah, so I'm looking at something because here's our desk we made, and I want to start turning our office into more of a rustic and more of a Appalachian feel, I guess. Right now it's Appalachian and a lot of my nerd stuff, which I love too. I'm going to try to incorporate that in there too, but I thought this would be something good too. Plus, I love coffee, so I might just use it as my coffee cup.
Yeah.
And this was $14.98, so $15.
Because it had been 20, but they were on sale.
Yeah, it had been 20, but they were on sale. And so I liked it, and this is my pickup.
One place that we went that has mugs that's similar to that, but they're over the $20, but they're so pretty, is the pottery place there in the Old Mill.
Yeah, it's right next to the Pottery House Cafe, which we ate at.
Yes, it's really good.
And it was really good. We actually ate outside. There was like a little water feature right next to where we were sitting at. So if you're in the Pigeon Forge area, we recommend that as well.
So
great service. The waitress was super nice and helpful, and the food was delicious there too.
Everywhere we ate was really good.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed the little coffee shop that we went to.
The West Valley.
Yeah, and I thought it was funny because their slogan was the friendliest coffee shop in the Smoky Mountains, I think.
It was super nice.
And he was really nice. So we can I can agree. I think it was like the friendliest place in Pigeon Forge, for coffee. So you all, and it's right next, like you said, to Sloppy Hog Burger Joint in Wares Valley. So make sure you all check that one out too.
Yeah. And there was more places. We didn't even go into everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
One place had like hand pies.
Yeah.
Should have tried, but we were like kind of full.
Yeah, we were full. So there's lots to do in Pigeon Forge, lots to do in Wares Valley. Let us know down in the comments when we go back, what are some other places, food, restaurants, other shopping that we should try while we're down there, especially in Wares Valley, but also in Pigeon Forge too, in Sevierville.
And what's some other places that we could visit? Because we really like Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, but we would love to try some different areas that we've not tried before.
Yeah, we want to try to travel outside Pigeon because we travel there a lot. We love it. Of
course,
we love it. It's close, but what are some more spots that you think we should try? Let us know that down in the comments too. All right, guys. We want to say thank you so much for following along with us. Make sure you let us know down in the comments who you think won our challenge. Was it me with my coffee cup, or was it with Elizabeth with her nesting hen, which is really cool. And if you like these sorts of videos, we do videos about the Appalachian Mountains. I talk a lot about the language, our culture, our history, but I also do videos like this where we go out and do like a vlog style video. So if you like that, consider subscribing to our channel. And then also you may want to check out this video where I just recently uploaded talking about some unique words and phrases I heard while I was growing up here in the Appalachian Mountains. All right. Thanks so much again. And until next time.